In this video I'm showing you 17 tips, tricks and secrets hidden in your Nintendo Switch 2. It is possible to zoom in on gameplay, go to settings, accessibility and turn on zoom. Now if you click the home button twice, you can zoom using X and Y. This is helpful if you want to read difficult UI, look into the distance in Zelda, or for other reasons.
Mamma mia!
Is your controller lost in the couch? Kids hid them somewhere? No problem. Even without them being connected to the Switch, go to Controllers, click Search for Controllers. If your controller is in range of your Switch and you click it, it will then vibrate. Switch 2 controllers even make a beeping sound. Local game updates. Imagine this, you're out and about with a friend, maybe on vacation, maybe you're waiting at the airport, but you're without internet and you want to play Mario Kart together. You try to connect through multiplayer and... oh no, there's an update needed. What do? You can share updates locally. Just go to your game of choice, hit the plus button, click software update, match with local users. Here you can create or join a group. Yes, you can even do this with multiple Switches at the same time. On the Nintendo Switch 1, if you wanted to download your photos, you needed to select up to 10 photos, scan 2 QR codes so your phone connects to the Switch's Wi-Fi, and now you could download all your screenshots. On Switch 2, if you go to a screenshot, you can share it to the mobile app, but you have to do this every time. Let's make this easier. Go to your album, go to Upload Settings, go to Automatic Uploads, and turn this on. Now if I open the app, I see the screenshots and videos I made here. All your photos and videos are now sent to the Nintendo Switch Online app automatically. Okay, this is a tricky one. Nintendo introduced virtual game cards recently. Now you can only register a maximum of 2 Nintendo Switch systems to access your game cards, your virtual games. There is, however, a way around this system. Go to Settings, User, click on the user you want to enable it for, and click on Online License Settings. Turn this on, and now I can play my games on this third Switch as well. That is, while it's being connected to the internet. Use your own camera. You're not limited to just the Nintendo provided cameras. You can actually use your own USB cameras you still might have lying around. Just plug in that old Logitech camera and meet your friends on game chat. In all the Nintendo promotional material, you see them using the camera like this, with the cable connected into the top of the Switch. In my personal opinion, this looks very untidy, so I was wondering, can I actually connect the cameras through the dock? And yes, you can. Just connect it with a regular USB-C to USB-A cable and your camera is always ready to go every time you dock your Switch. JoyCon stick calibration and more. If you encounter the infamous stick drift, you can send your JoyCon to Nintendo to get them fixed. But sometimes it's possible a little calibration can already help. Go to Settings, Controllers and Accessories. Calibrate control sticks. Now just follow the instructions and sometimes this will fix your stick drift. In this menu you can also find Calibrate motion controls and test input devices if you need them. Wired connection in sleep. With this setting, your Nintendo Switch 2 will stay connected through the wired connection in the dock in sleep mode. If you have some big downloads to do, this might save you some time. Go to Settings, Sleep Mode and enable this toggle. Please keep in mind that in my experience, the Switch 2 will stay a bit hotter even when it's not downloading anything. So I will be turning this off for now. HDR to supported software. The Nintendo Switch 2 supports HDR. This is great. The only problem is not every game supports HDR. This can give you some weird looking gameplay, which is difficult for me to capture, so you have to take my word for it. My advice is to go to Settings, Display, HDR Output and set it to compatible software only. Now HDR is only turned on for the games that actually support it. Better playtime insights with Parental Controls. In your profile, you can see playtime with steps of 5 hours. You also have to wait a week or 2 before the playtimes show. This is where Parental Controls come in. If you set up Parental Controls without actually limiting your playtime, you'll get an app that accurately shows you your playtime. The only downside I've discovered is that the mandatory PIN you have to create needs to be filled in when you change internet settings or create a game chat call. But if you can live with that, you are rewarded with better insights into your playtime and even monthly summaries. Download the Parental Controls app and follow the instructions on screen. I do not want to unlink my Switch again, because that way I will lose my metrics, but it's not that difficult of a process. Nintendo has a nice video about this featuring Bowser and Bowser Jr. Check it out. GL and GR support. If you own a Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller or the JoyCon 2 Charge Grip, you will have access to 2 extra buttons, GL and GR. At first they don't do anything, but you can hold the home button when you are in a game and select one of these buttons. Now hit the button you want to copy and you can use GL and GR instead. These GL and GR settings are specific for every game. I use this in games where I have to sprint by clicking the stick, or in Mario Kart. If my thumb gets tired from pressing A, it can rest a while I use GR with my other finger. Nice. Button mapping. You can map buttons any way you like on Nintendo Switch 2. Go to Settings, Accessibility and select Button Mapping. Click Change. Now you can change what button corresponds to which input. This is a system-wide setting and you can even save them as presets, which you can load from the quick menu when holding down the home button. You could go crazy with these settings, but one change I like having is the capture button on the Game Chat C button. That means if you do not have the subscription, this button finally does something, and Player 2 has a way to capture screenshots as well. Combining Switch 1 and 2 Joy-Con. Dog stole your Joy-Con, it's lost in the couch and my previous tip didn't work? You can combine your old Switch 1 Joy-Con with a new Switch 2 Joy-Con. It looks a bit weird, but hey, it works. Battery protection settings. Want to protect your battery when your Switch always stays in the dock? This is where battery protection comes in. Go to Settings, System and turn on Stop Charging around 90%. Now your Switch will charge to around a maximum of 90%, protecting your battery from degradation. Personally, I like to turn this off when I travel to make sure that I use the full capacity of the battery. Console lock. You can protect your Switch console with a code lock. Go to System and turn on Console lock. Now, you have to fill in the code every time you open your Switch, so no one can delete your precious Breath of the Wild save. Mouse sensitivity. Nintendo Switch 2 supports mouse input using Joy-Con 2 mouse mode. But you might think that this doesn't feel right. You can change the sensitivity in settings. Go to Settings, Controller and Accessories, click on Mouse sensitivity and select one of the 3 options. Thank you very much for watching. At the time of recording we are almost at 250 subscribers. A like and a subscribe would help the channel a lot. So far the support has been amazing and I would like to thank you all for reaching 100k views. I never expected to reach this so soon in the first 3 weeks of the channel. Let me know what other content you'd like to see. I'm open for ideas and feedback. Again, thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.